What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. All right, guys. I am fashionably late, as Marky says. Only 3 minutes today. Only 3 minutes today. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Please say hello. Please say hello. Things are going to be a little different here, and I'm going to be a little out of my norm here. So be patient with me, guys. I figured I might as well try to use this dang chair, see if it helps my back, because when I'm sitting on these live streams, guys, for 2-3 freaking hours, it kills my back. It really does. So I had to mix up a full plank of egg whites here. So I've got half egg whites, half milk, and then a little bit of sugar-free chocolate syrup in here, guys. Gotta love this little meal replacement right here. So you guys know how I do with egg whites. So I'm now watching the comments on the actual computer in front of me. So I'm going to try to be semi-active in the comments as far as talking with you guys and maybe responding to comments on the actual computer. So it's going to be a little bit different around here lately. Things are going to keep changing a bit here and there. So be patient with me, guys. We'll just kind of go from there. So hit that like button as you guys are coming in. Looks like we've got about 8 or 9 people in here right now. I'll wait for some more people to hop in. And how's everybody doing? Mama Deb says she's driving. She should be home by 6, but she'll be listening. All right. She was the first person in here today. Shout out to Jill. She dropped a super chat before the stream even started. And Jill, are you still in here? Did you see my response to your super chat? So she sent a $10 super chat, and she just said naloxone, how it works. So I had asked her if she's asking me, I said, are you curious about the naloxone that they use to reverse overdoses, or the naloxone in the oral Suboxone? And I haven't seen her reply to that yet. So Jill, if you're in here, I'm assuming you're asking me by what you put in the super chat. So shout out to you for that $10 super chat. I didn't even know you could do that before the stream started. So that is good to know. Good to know, Jill. Thank you very much. All right. And we just had Marky Rizzo come through with a $10 egg white, baby. He says, for lightweight, baby. If you guys don't know who that is, that's Ronnie Coleman. And that is kind of where I got baby from. So, yeah, shout out to you, Marky Rizzo, for the $10 Cash App donation. I really appreciate that, and also your support here. And he's always like one of the first people in here on the live streams, guys. So shout out to you guys who are contributing to the show. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really freaking do. It's really awesome that you guys are doing that. So it lets me know that you guys value what we're doing here on the channel. You value me hopping on here every Wednesday for 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 hours just bullshitting and chatting with you guys about your issues and my issues. And we're all just sharing each other's info with each other, right, guys? So I really appreciate you guys that do share your information, talking about your Suboxone withdrawal or taper, etc. It's really cool to get to meet all of you guys and hear your personal situations that you guys are going through as well, right? Because it seems like we're all just on our own little level, right? I've said that plenty of times in the past, but so many people are on Kratom, methadone, Suboxone, now Sublocade. Like, there's just so many different people and circumstances that it's really cool that we can all come to this one place and really share what we're going through, right? So shout out to all you guys. Kingdom Within says, smash that like button on your way in, y'all. Where is the super chat? Oh, there they are. Or where is the comments? There they are. Sorry, I haven't really ever done this on the computer and like watched the comments on a normal computer. As you guys remember, I'm always just usually chilling on this baby right here. So no more iPhone 6 or 7 or whatever this is. Let's see here. Jeremy S says, yo, good to see you, Jeremy. What's a guy got to do to get on a on-time live stream around here? I'm always, it's like I'm always, when comments like that come through, I'm literally always making my egg whites, getting ready to come on here. I'm going to try to work on being on here like 3 o'clock sharp or whatever time it is sharp, right? I'm going to try to get on that in the future. Sometimes I'm like 5 minutes late or so. We've got 12 people in here, guys. Please hit that like button on your way in. Does the microphone sound okay today? Is it too loud, too quiet? One thing I did notice after rewatching the Sunday night live stream, and especially to my wrenches out there, my moderators, if you guys notice that I'm sniffling a lot, please let me know, guys. Because there's a lot of times after I talk, it's kind of weird. I don't understand why this has always done this, but if I talk for a long time, I start to get sniffly, right? So let me know, guys, because it's really annoying to me, even just being me, hearing that on the playback. So if I start to get a bit sniffly, guys, just give me a heads up. Obviously, don't be rude about it. And I'll be more mindful of that, because I honestly hate hearing that. And I'm sure that's annoying to you guys as well. So it takes away from the quality of the stream. So please let me know to anybody going forward in the future if you start to notice that I start sniffling a lot. I have my little air breather sniffer thing, but I'm trying not to ever use that, right? I really try to only use that when I really have to. Fashionably late. Hey, Savan, good to see you. I'm happy to see you in here. I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing? Any updates with your situation, Saban? I'm going to make sure I don't get way far off in the comments here, guys, as I sometimes do. I really hate when I do that to you guys. I feel really bad. So I might not touch on every single comment. I'm really going to try to focus on, I mean, I probably can if we don't have a lot of people show up today. But if it starts to get busy in here, then I'm going to have to watch for like more important comments as we go, guys. Good, just got off of work. Saban, Jeremy, what's up, y'all? Hey. Carrie, good to see you, Carrie. Carrie says, and that's the Carrie that I thought Carrie S was last week when she had changed her profile picture and her name as well. So I thought that was Carrie 3. Carrie, did you change your name? Wasn't it Carrie R before? Has it always been Carrie 3? Sorry, we have a few Carries on the channel, guys. I know Carrie 3. I swear it used to be Carrie R. Can you tell us how your Sublocade journey is going, Carrie? Hello, Kevin. Hello, everyone. Have to make dinner, but I will try to listen and cook. Mark, what's up, buddy? Oh, good to see you, Roberta. Hey, I'm listening. Let's see here. Yes, share some food with us, Marky says. Eric 3085, what's up, buddy? How's your withdrawal going, man? Are you still cooking on that withdrawal? You got to be at about what, day 12 or 15 or so now? Eric is going through his cold turkey opiate withdrawal, guys. Pretty high dose as well. Good to see you, Keith. Keith says, what's up, guys? I'm getting my second shot tomorrow of 100 milligrams. I was on subs for a month. First shot was December 28th. Second and final shot is February 23rd, so tomorrow. Hoping by June to be done with this journey and back to 100%. So I really love how he kind of made like a little paragraph giving us an update on his situation, guys, because there are a lot of people that haven't seen Keith's comments before. Obviously, too, it's hard for me to remember each and every person's exact situation. So I love how Keith just gave us like a paragraph, just kind of updating us on what's going on with his Sublocade journey, right? So shout out to you, Keith. Keep us in the loop going forward. That'll be awesome to see how that 2 shots and done works out for you, brother. And I have seen some comments where a lot of people are like, I want to see the people who have gotten off of Sublocade and been off for a year. Well, guys, we got to be patient with that, because we have to remember that Sublocade only came out in 2017. There are many doctors. I even talked to Doc Chris Parker about this the other day. Even he really hasn't even used Sublocade on hardly almost anybody. So, and he does a lot of addiction medicine, right? So there are plenty of places out there in our country that haven't even used Sublocade yet, right? So it's going to take some time before we get the feedback that we're looking for. Remember, Suboxone has been out for 21, 22 years now, and look how much information we have about Suboxone now compared to like 10 years ago, right? There was hardly no stories about like what we're talking about, especially here on YouTube. And now look at how many different people we have coming and sharing their experiences with how to taper off, how bad the withdrawal is, etc. So be patient as far as waiting for a bunch of people to share their Sublocade, getting off of Sublocade in the future. It will come, you guys. I promise you that. We will have a lot more stories in the future and a lot more reviews from other people like you, right? It's just going to take time, baby. Jeremy says, I'm back to 1.5 milligrams a day now. That's still a really good dose, man. I saw a book online and I wanted to ask if you've heard of it or if you think it's a good idea to buy. Or does anyone have a recommended for a book or journal to order to get info on Suboxone? What's the name of the book? I haven't really ever heard of a book for Suboxone. Jeremy says Mike is good. Okay, so Saban is back to 1.5 milligrams too. And again, guys, that's a great dose. That's a great all-around dose. Anywhere between like 1 and 2 milligrams, a lot of people can do really well in life on those doses, right? So don't beat yourself up too bad, guys. If you had to bring your dose from one, and see, that just reminds me, guys. That really reminds me, and reaffirms the fact of why I got on Sublocade, because I had done exactly what you guys are doing. I had done that 5+ times, right? I kicked ass on my taper. It got really low. Something would happen in life, and my dose would start to creep back up, and before you know it, you know. So just be mindful of that, guys. Try not to let your dose go too high if you can. But that just really reminds me. It reminds me of when I was on Suboxone, and I feel for you guys. If you're struggling, especially if you're doing great, then you're doing great. I'm just wondering what to expect. I don't think it will be that bad, to be honest. If I feel less than perfect for a few months, I can handle that. Yeah, the way I see it, as long as like restless legs and like hardcore insomnia doesn't kick in, like sure, we might have some depression or maybe lower energy for a while. Like we can handle that stuff, right? It's the RLS that I'm afraid of. Updates, just trying to taper slowly. Decided no on the shot, so Saban decided against the shot, and that's totally okay. I definitely don't expect everyone on this channel to feel like you have to go from Suboxone to the shot. That's absolutely not what this channel is about, guys. And forgive me on the angle of this. I'm still trying to work with things as we go forward. Just be patient with me, guys. I'll get it figured out. I honestly never noticed it, but now I would look and listen for it. He's talking about me sniffing. So, yeah, thank you. Let me know, buddy. You know, Kev, that nasal spray is addictive. Dude, I have, honestly, for many years, I was addicted to that nasal spray. I would get, it was like a reverse effect because I used it so much. I was literally waking up about every 2 hours, guys, in the middle of my sleep because I would get stuffy because I would use that nasal spray to clear out my nostrils and be able to breathe and fall back asleep because I can't ever sleep when I'm like stuffy, right? Like, I ain't trying to breathe like that all night. But if you use that nasal spray, it creates a reversal effect, guys. So be really mindful if you ever do use that nasal spray to clear up your stuffiness. It works instantly, it works great, but if you use it more than a couple times a day, it's going to be like anything else. You're going to build a tolerance to it. Good to see you, Sunny S. What's up, y'all? What's up? Happy hump day, everybody. Hopefully, let's see here. Eric says, yeah, I'm on day 11 feeling very depressed, having tremors, but I'm not looking back. Do you have any comfort meds for your withdrawal, Eric, or are you just raw dogging over there? I had a really good comment this morning about somebody that was really struggling with high dose of oxy addiction. He was like, I cannot stop to get on Suboxone. And he's like, I can't even stop and get on Kratom and then get on Suboxone. He's like, I can't even do that. Like, I really felt bad for the guy. He's just really stuck in his oxy addiction. Exact same doses that I was on too. Eric, I hope you feel better soon. Megan, good to see you, Megan. Let's see. Christopher B, shout out to you, says day 32 off subs, Big Kev. Congratulations to you, man. That's bad to the bone, baby. So Sivan says the book is called Suboxone, 16 Practice Tips for Successful Buprenorphine Treatment by Sebastian Enfield. That name sounds familiar. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Have any of you guys seen that book that she's referring to? 16 Practice Tips for Successful Buprenorphine Treatment. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I haven't seen that. It's on Amazon, she says. Christopher, day 32, well done. Also, another one is called Personal Experiences and Stories by Steady Health Community. Okay, so that's cool to see that you're doing the research on books. Like, I've never really thought to look for books on this stuff. I'm more of a video kind of guy, or like just speaking directly with the people that are going through it. I've never really been much of a book head. My OCD drives me crazy when reading books. It's very hard for me to process information that way. Just because I'm nervous, I won't take it well. P.S. You look tan. It's probably the lighting in here. Yeah, thank you. The lighting's different in here now. And this is just a different room. Like my normal background was like white, bright white cupboards. And I have like this peach colored shirt on that probably makes me look tan as well. Dylan says, hey, new to the channel. I've been clean off of painkillers for 5 years. Congratulations, Dylan. Are you off of everything? Or are you on Suboxone? Or what led you to this channel? I'm curious. I always ask people what had them, like what video led them to this channel. Using that tanning bed at the gym, don't lie. I really haven't for a while. I want to. I got my teeth bleach on the other day. They're looking white, right? That might be another reason I look tan, because my teeth are really white right now. Bling bling. Mama Deb, you up in here? I was going to ask her how her any updates on her taper. I haven't seen her for a minute though. Glad to have you here with us. Yes, absolutely. There has been like a pretty good little bump in subscribers here recently, so that's been cool. More YouTube shorts will bring in some traffic here. Absolutely. So I have been working my butt off on going back and watching older videos and taking clips, as you guys might have started to see. Taking like little gems from older clips, and there will be a lot more shorts coming to this channel, and they're already in the queue. And also I recorded a bunch of like 10-20 minute videos too, so those are also coming as well, guys. Some videos coming up about Kratom, obviously Sublocade, and obviously Suboxone as well. So more shorter videos are coming soon, very soon. Are there any topics of videos that you guys would like me to make, or anything specific that you guys would like me to talk about? Any shorter videos? Let me know. Let me know. She's driving. Do 100 down a snowfield highway. We got hit by the biggest storm yesterday, guys. Huge storm out here in Utah. Like a foot of snow out here. Bad. Really, really bad. The roads were horrid. I used subs to get off of years back, but now using Kratom, and I just saw your video pop up a few times. Okay, so are you in the Kratom pickle? Are you using Kratom all day long, several times a day? Or what? Because I know that there have been a lot of people that have switched their addiction from opiates to Kratom, right? How many grams a day of Kratom are you taking, Dylan, and how many times a day are you taking it? And obviously, I was going to ask too, how are you feeling taking Kratom? Saw your video pop up a few times. 16 inches. If that's what you got over there, I think we got maybe like 12 down here. When I opened my back door, I was like kind of snowed in a little bit. But them roads were crazy out here in Utah yesterday, guys. 75 and clear here in the ATL, crazy. Oh, I'm so jealous. It sucks too because we keep getting glimpses of spring, so I'm like, yes, springtime's almost here. And then it's like later that day, huge snowstorm rolls in. Northwest Ohio, I only had to shovel my driveway twice so far this year. I think we just skipped winter. Lucky. 85 and sunny, Marky has in Florida. You guys are way too lucky. Way too lucky. So mom down there in Cali, she got some good weather, I'm sure. 16 degrees in Eastern Washington. Wow. 16? I think you might got us beat out here. I think we're at 27, but we've got more flurries right now. 3 times a day, 4 grams, and I've gotten up to 30, but I try to have a healthy relationship with it. Yeah, so that's the thing I really never liked about Kratom is you have to take it so many times a day. Like 3 times a day to have to take something just to keep yourself out of withdrawal, that bugs me. I didn't like that. I too tried using Kratom to get off of Suboxone. And that was the main thing I really didn't like about it is that I had to take it so many times a day. But if you're having, as you say, a healthy relationship with it, then that's really all that matters. Some people do have a healthier relationship with it. That's how Kingdom Within is as well. We do have a few people on the channel that use Kratom responsibly, but we also do have a lot of people that share some pretty horrific experiences with Kratom. So shout out to you that you're able to moderate your Kratom usage. That's awesome. Has anybody used gabapentin to help with withdrawals from Suboxone? So I actually recorded a video last night. I was kind of like doing a review of somebody's Kratom channel, and they had talked about how many people use gabapentin to get off of Kratom and also Suboxone as well. A lot of people can find gabapentin to be habit forming because it helps with the withdrawals for sure. It'll help with like the restless legs and keep you calm and stuff. But that's also another thing that you have to be careful with, because if you start taking gabapentin every day, especially specifically in higher doses, you can really get, have issues as soon as you come off of the gabapentin. So it works, yes, but use it as sparingly as possible. Luckily, most people can't just get unlimited amounts of gabapentin. I mean, maybe some people can, but luckily, it's mostly a prescribed medication from everything that I know about it. Savannah helps, but you can't go too crazy with it. Yep. And see, it kind of reminds me in some ways that, because when some people use GABA to get off of Suboxone or Kratom, and then they stop taking the GABA, then the restless legs come back and they're like, what the heck? I'm not done with my withdrawal yet. Because the GABA can kind of push things off for you if you take enough of it. What teeth bleach do you use? I use 35%, and I put it in for like 15 minutes just in my retainer, my plastic retainer. I put it in for like 15 minutes or so. And then I also use like a whitening mouthwash, whitening toothpaste, and I always try to brush my teeth after I eat to make sure that it doesn't like stain my teeth. Looking pretty white here in the video though. I like to have white teeth. There's no other worse feeling than withdrawal. Absolutely, Eric. Absolutely. I'm scared to take it. What does it feel like? Does it make you feel tired? So I don't have experience with GABA. I'm just going off of what other people have told me. I'm pretty sure it makes you feel relaxed. I'm sure if you take enough, it can make you feel tired. Big Pharma sucks. Just saying, Marky says. Savannah, it does make you tired and helps calm you down a bit. Many people say it's a wonder for RLS, and that's the key right there. It's a wonder for RLS because it calms your central nervous system down, right? Just like Kratom does, just like Suboxone does. So many, as I just mentioned, like many people can think that their RLS is gone because they're on gabapentin, but then once they stop the GABA, RLS can definitely come back. So just something to watch out for in the future, guys. If you're taking GABA. Raw dog with that withdrawal. Yes. Literally for me, the withdrawal thing is so mental, and then the restless leg and the sweating, I just can't. I feel like this is impossible. I need to have a healthier relationship with it. Mom and Dad just got home. Yes. There's Jill. Jill, shout out to you for that super chat earlier before the show even started. That was awesome of you to do. Did you hear my what I responded to your comment about? Are you curious about the naltrexone in what they put up people's nose to reverse the withdrawal, or are you curious about it in the oral Suboxone form? I'm down to 5 milligrams. I read that Suboxone is sensitive to the pH level in your mouth, and only the naloxone gets through. What? Suboxone is sensitive to the pH level in your mouth. So Jill, when you take oral Suboxone with naloxone in it, if you look up the bioavailability of it, basically the naloxone is doing nothing when you're taking it orally because it barely gets into your bloodstream. The bioavailability of naloxone when you're taking it as prescribed under the tongue, right, it basically does nothing. Where the naloxone comes in is where people try to abuse their Suboxone by injecting it. That's when it's supposed to kick in because it goes into your bloodstream, right? And that's when it's supposed to put you in a precipitated withdrawal. That's the purpose of naloxone being in Suboxone. Some people get confused and they think that the naloxone is what blocks the euphoria from opiates, but that's not true. And I have had this discussion with Dr. Chris Park, and he agrees with he informed me of this and also agrees with what I just said. Videos on positive self-talk during tapering and a little encouraging affirmations. We missed you, Deb. Yeah, were you sick, Deb, or something last week? Somebody was saying. So what? Did you switch to Subutex, Jill, or what happened? Also, another thing, are you spitting or swallowing after you let your Suboxone dissolve under your tongue? Because a lot of people say that can make a big difference in making you nauseous as well. I'm not sure if we've talked about this before, but if your Suboxone is making you nauseous, it's likely because you're either A, taking too high of a dose for what you need, or B, because you're swallowing the medication. You can try either lowering your dose or spitting it out after letting it dissolve under your tongue for 5 or 10 minutes. Either of those things should help. I've been smoking 420 for the dopamine receptors during this withdrawal. Hey, whatever you got to do, man. If you're down with the 420, you're down with the 420. That stuff freaks me out. I can't touch it. So oral Suboxone, yeah. So all the research that I've done says that the naloxone basically does nothing when you take it orally. It's made to be as a deterrent for people to not inject the medication. If you inject your Suboxone, you're supposed to go right into withdrawal immediately due to the naloxone that's in it and the bioavailability of being put in your veins, basically. But do some research, Jill, if you want, on naloxone oral bioavailability, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, it basically doesn't go into your system that way. Or very, very, very tiny amounts of it can even make it into your system that way. If I had to, I can't remember. I don't want to guess and throw the numbers out there, but I wanted to say it was like maybe 5% bioavailability. It's something really, really low. I did the same, but I'm a weed smoker anyway. Yeah, some people love that stuff. And also, if it's legal in your area, heck, do whatever you want to do, right? I've just personally never got along with smoking. Me paranoid. Yeah, as Jeremy said, I get super, super paranoid instantly. I want to take a quick moment to thank the contributors for the week, guys. Here we're 32 minutes into this. Before I do that, I need to let you know that I'm not a doctor. Obviously, nothing on this channel is medical advice. If you're struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor, guys. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only and for me to share my experience with you. So as you guys might have seen in the community tab, Carrie S. this morning did an awesome sponsorship, a $50 Venmo to the Kickin' Addiction YouTube channel, baby. We also had let's see, so last Sunday we did a stream, if you guys haven't seen it yet, and we had Kingdom Within. He did a $20 Venmo and also a $10 super chat on the Sunday live stream. So super shout out to Kingdom Within. He's also here supporting us. If you guys haven't yet seen his channel, please go check it out, guys, especially if you're into religion, truth seeking, etc., right? He has a great channel regarding those topics I just spoke about. And we also had Roberta, and she did a $10 Venmo. Jill did a $10 super chat last Sunday as well. Narcotic Savant, you guys remember Luke GTV? He was on here. He did a $5 super chat. Mikey did a $25 super sticker on the replay crew. Coming through on the replay crew. Haven't seen that for a while. Shout out to you, Mikey. I know he recently got on Sublocade, guys. So Mikey has a little bit of a unique experience as to where he has chronic pain. And he's also on other medications. So we're excited to see how Sublocade is working out for Mikey. He was supposed to be here on the live stream. I'm sure he'll pop in here a little bit later. Trying to think if I missed anybody else. We had Josh M. He was on, I think his name was J-Bay, if I can remember right. He was a new person to the stream. He did a $5 cash app. If any of you like this channel, would like to support this message, if you're in the position to, check out the description box of each and every video. There is a Venmo link, cash app link, if you'd like to support this message. Or you can do so here on the replay crew by a super sticker or a super chat here on the live stream, guys. Obviously, we love each and every one of you that are able to do that. And I really do highly appreciate each and every one of you that are in the position to do that, guys, all right? I am going to start doing some reaction type videos, guys. Please bear with me as far as not being super duper professional with having it all done right. I did a couple videos last night, honestly, just pushing play on my dang phone and listening to it and then talking about it that way. I'll probably do that for the next little bit here, but sooner than later, I want to get set up to where I know how to work like the software system and get a better camera for my computer, because this camera really sucks. That's on my webcam. So be patient with me, guys. I thought it would be fun to just kind of start dabbling in the response, or just kind of speaking about this stuff, or talking about other people's videos, right? So looks like we've got 20 people in here. Please smash that like button, guys. How many likes do we have on here? Can I see on this video? It looks like we have 12 likes. Does that sound right to you guys? I know we can get that up to 20, guys, easily. No, we can, baby. Yeah, we're at 12, guys. So please, we've got 20 people in here. Smash that like button if you could help us out. I would thoroughly appreciate that. There is kind of a shorter video I did want to kind of just play and talk about here, since it's a little bit slower than I had anticipated. So I'm kind of glad that it is. Let me just see if there are any other comments I need to touch on real quick here. Sivan says, thanks. I love teeth. Do you bleach your teeth too, Sivan? Yeah, I'm a big teeth person. I used to have some crooked teeth, guys, and I just got to tell you right now that getting braces was one of the best things I've ever done for myself. I only wish that I'd done it sooner. Like, I had some jagged teeth, guys. I'm not joking. It was pretty dang bad, and honestly, I was really insecure about it. Like, I would never smile in pictures. And yeah, I highly suggest if any of you are out there, you have crooked teeth, if you have dirty stained teeth, it's so easy, guys, to get your teeth whitened like this. So freaking easy. So if you have any questions about whitening your teeth, if you want to know what I do, I kind of talked about it earlier. If it's important to you to have white teeth, maybe you don't give a damn. But I know that a lot of people, it could be important for them to have it, you know, even if their teeth are crooked, even just having white teeth can make a big difference on your appearance, right, guys? So, yeah, just a little side note there. And shout out to Ethan coming through with the $2 super chat, baby. What does that say? Does that say anything? Good to see you in here, Ethan. I haven't seen you for, well, you've been kind of checking in here and there, so it's good to see you, man. How are you doing, Ethan? Any updates on you, buddy? You're on, if I could remember right, are you on like low dose of Suboxone, right, Ethan? I'm trying to remember your situation. Any changes to your Suboxone situation, Ethan? I'm pretty sure Ethan's on that a lower dose. I'm about to smack a dab right now in spite of the chat. What does that mean? What's smack a dab? Is that a chew? Pretty sure that's what that is. Weed has also always helped me settle down and focus on things I'm doing. I've never felt paranoid on that. See, it's so different it's so crazy how different we all are, because I've heard a lot of people say that same thing. They feel so focused and chill, and I'm just like, it just freaks me the heck out. So it sucks. Just like with sushi, guys, I've heard a lot of people say, because I'm like, I hate sushi. Everyone's like, you just haven't tried the right kind. Like, I've tried every kind of sushi, guys. The texture is horrid. I hate the texture of sushi. And I've tried all of them. Let's see. Clay9, that's a cool name. Got some Berry Punch Sugar Wax for my Puffco Peak Pro. What? Just started Sublocade yesterday. I have no idea what the first part of your message says, but just started Sublocade yesterday. So how was your Sublocade experience so far? If you could tell the people what dose of Suboxone you came from and what dose of Sublocade you transferred to, and how your transition is going. Sorry, guys, just taking some notes here. When I was on subs, I always had dreams that all my teeth fell out. That's interesting. Yeah, there have been a lot of people that have shared with us that they have had accelerated teeth issues being on Suboxone. Just a quick side note on that. I'm going to make a video soon talking about how since I've switched to Sublocade, I haven't had any new teeth issues. Is that a coincidence? Is it something? Because the 2 visits before that, when I was on Suboxone, there were problems in the dental office. So we'll talk about that in a shorter video coming up here probably in a couple weeks. So Ethan's got 14 fillings already. He says, laugh out loud, already got 14 fillings. I've heard about the new Invisalign, though don't know which one to get. All the drugs messed up my teeth. So I tried Invisalign. That was actually what I did on the top because I didn't want the braces on the top. So I did Invisalign. Let's see, what did I do? I did braces on the bottom because they were really jagged on the bottom. And then I did Invisalign on the top because I didn't want to have that grill in there. But we ended up having to do, the Invisalign didn't get it all the way perfect. Like the Invisalign, if one of your teeth are higher up, higher or lower than the other, Invisalign can't pull that tooth down. So I had to get braces on there for it was 2 or 3 months at the end of my treatment to pull a tooth down back into place. Because Invisalign, it can get your stuff lined up front to back, right? But it can't pull things down. So if you have a tooth that's up higher, out of place, something to think about for you guys considering braces. Oh, good to see you, Elroy. Says, hey guys, again, and Kevin, hello. Currently going to the dentist. Recently had my teeth cleaned. I too just had a teeth cleaning. Currently going to get braces. Awesome, Ethan. Awesome. You won't regret it, man. One of the best things I've ever done for myself was getting my teeth aligned. It kind of sucks to take that L for 6 months or a year, or whatever it is you need to have braces on. But it's well worth it, guys. That year goes by quick. 6 months, a year, whatever it is. I love dabbling daily. Sober 2 years from meth and heroin. Congratulations to you. That's awesome. And I have had to smoke my wax. Yeah, I don't know what that is, guys. But shout out to you for getting off of meth and heroin. Smoke your wax. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never really smoked anything. Cigarette. I've never even smoked one cigarette in my whole life. How did you get your teeth that white? I want mine white also. So I was kind of talking about it a little bit earlier, Eth. I use Crest mouth whitening mouth rinse a couple times a day after I brush my teeth with whitening toothpaste. Those 2 things can do wonders just off of their own. Make sure that you brush your teeth, floss after you eat, especially if you drink coffee. Immediately brush that crap off of your teeth because coffee will stain your teeth extremely fast. Try to rinse out your mouth, get all the stuff out of your mouth, brush your teeth, use the whitening rinse. Just those 2 things can help big time. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can get bleach trays from your doctor, or even your permanent plastic retainer can work, or your Invisalign can work. Get some 35% bleach and put it on the the front 6 teeth or 8 teeth or whatever you want to put it on. Slap it in there for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Work your way up with teeth bleach, guys, because if it's too long in there or you use too strong of a bleach, that crap will hurt. It will burn your freaking teeth and you'll be sore for like 2 or 3 days. Don't do that to yourself. Start low, just like tanning, guys. If you guys are into tanning and tanning beds, start low on the tanning and work your way up. Definitely be patient with your teeth bleach if you're getting into this stuff. But very easy for people to get white teeth. I don't know what the heck just happened here. You still here? Everything good still? Crazy what addiction does. What the F was I thinking, spending years in active addiction? That's really sad. Yeah, I'm really proud of you, Eric. You should really pat yourself on the back, dude. I know I've been kind of riding you and asking you about that, and I don't mean to like be a pain in the ass. I know that you've been like down on yourself for so many years about that. So I'm glad you finally made the jump, my friend. I hope the best for you. Hoping YouTube isn't blocking my messages again. I'd spend ages writing a cuss-free post for them to be banned one after another. I haven't seen anything, but since I'm doing this on the computer here, I don't know if there are messages that I'm not seeing. Whitening strips burned me. Yeah, I don't like those Crest whitening strips. I've had bad experiences with those as well. I definitely prefer to get the actual teeth bleach from the dentist or wherever you get it from. I had bad experiences with those little Crest white strips. They can work. Chances are, Callie, you probably left it on too long if it burned you. But I also did not have good experiences with the Crest white strips. I definitely prefer to get the proper retainer or the bleach trays from your dentist. Don't get those goofy bleach trays that you make yourself. Those don't work too good. And bleach trays are actually really cheap to get from your dentist as well, guys. I had borderline meth head teeth. It was half due to vitamin D deficiency, but damn, it wasn't fun. Deb, is there any updates with your Suboxone? Baking soda and peroxide mixed in a paste works naturally. That's a great idea, Jill. That is a great idea, and that would work. That would definitely help things for sure. Yeah, my teeth are my biggest insecurity right now. I'm pretty confident about my body and everything. Just my teeth are still not the best, and I hate it, dude. You're gonna be living a totally different world once you get your teeth situation figured out. But it does make a huge difference. Eric says, "Yeah, thanks." Pat's Eric on back. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, for sure, dude. We're all proud of you here, Eric. Took me 4 months to get a dentist. No one was taking new patients. Oh, Deb got rid of those mercury fillings. Is that the silver fillings? Is that what you guys are talking about? I used to have a bunch of those from when I was a kid, and I had the dentist get rid of all of them, and he put all bright white fillings in. Make my own mouthwash, brush my teeth with 3% food grade hydrogen peroxide. Yep, that would definitely help. Oh Lord, teeth topic, laugh out loud. Been there, done that, baby. Good to see you, Jen. I had a dream my teeth were falling out. In my dream, I was crying. I had a really scary dream last night. It was messed up. It was like a devil haunting type of dream, and it was freaking messed up. I like woke myself up screaming out of this dream last night. And it sucks because I haven't had bad dreams for a while. And then last night, I'm dropping 2.5 milligrams a month again too, and they're forcing me down my Diaz. Oh, your diazepam, which I need so bad. So Deb's doing about 0.05 a day, twice as much as Zach. I couldn't hang on the lower 0.025. That's fine, Deb. You're doing damn good, and we are all proud of you. You and Zach are literally the lowest doses I've ever even heard of. So, yeah, we're super proud of you, Deb. Do not get down on that. You're right there at the very bottom of the bottom. So. I'm still mind blown that Zach could even measure to that low. That is absolutely incredible to see that he can do that. I quit 12 milligrams of Subutex on 6th of February. Now I'm 17 days clean. I feel okay. It's nothing compared to heroin withdrawal. I'm now feeling weird, laugh out loud, and having waves of uncomfortable but no restless legs. Wow, that's incredible. You are lucky, Welsh J. And that's really impressive that this person just says that Subutex withdrawal was nothing compared to heroin withdrawal, right? Because usually it's the most recent thing that someone is going through that they're going to label as the worst thing that they have ever had to go through, right? So that's pretty impressive, that, because I hear a lot of people say Suboxone was the worst, Kratom is the worst. I did a little bit of a reaction video to a guy who said that Kratom withdrawal is worse than cocaine, heroin, alcohol, hardcore opiates. He said he can get over hardcore opiates in 2 to 3 days of a little uncomfortability, like high doses. And I was like, what? That does not sound right. And then he said Kratom withdrawal, he said, is absolutely brutal. And that video is recorded. It is coming in probably the next week or so. It's a reaction to a different Kratom guy. Whoa, we've got 27 people in here, baby. Hit that like button. 28 people, guys. And we've only got 17 likes. That can't be right. I got to refresh this. That cannot be right. Guys, we only have 17 likes, and we've got almost 30 people in here right now. Please hit that like button for your boy. Please, guys. We need this channel to grow. I know we can get that over 25, guys. We've got to be able to do that. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. Please. Please. Please do it. There we go. There's one. There's 18. It's cool that I can actually see this in live time now on my computer. We got 18 likes there, guys. Somebody just hit that for us. Thank you for hitting that button. I'm watching for a couple more to pop in here. 19. There we go, baby. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we're one away from 20, guys. We can pass that up real easily. 19. We got 20. We got 20 on the block. All right, so the Kratom guy is full of crap. See, that's funny, Ethan, because I know that you've said that in the past, that Kratom is like nothing. But this guy sounds extremely convincing. Wait till you hear this video. And this guy definitely knows his stuff too. There we go, guys, 21 likes. And I think that just goes back, and he has this point in his video too. And he says that we are all different. And it's so true, you guys, because think about it. Here on this channel alone, how many different people have we seen jump off of totally different doses and have such different experiences, right? We've had people tell us that they've cold turkey 24 milligrams of Suboxone, right? And then we have people tapered down to half of a quarter of a milligram, and they're still struggling to get off. So it really, really goes to show that one man's experience compared to another man's experience could be 100% different, guys. It's all about just how we all are as different people, right? Everybody is going to be different. Just like we were talking about earlier, a lot of people love weed and it calms them down, and it makes me super freaking paranoid. And I'm not like a rookie. I've not only tried weed a few times. It's been dozens and dozens and different times in life and different places and different people I've been with. Like, I've tried many, many times to be able to get past that paranoia. It just goes to show you how different all of us are. Like, Ethan thinks that with Kratom withdrawal is absolutely nothing, but this guy literally says that it's the hardest thing that he's gone through. And wait till you guys hear this video. It sounds extremely convincing. It's just crazy how different we all are. That's really all it boils down to, right? I hate Kratom after it messed me up last year. Oh, speaking of Kratom, guys, I just had a message from Mama Cindy, who had been on Kratom. She left a message on my one of my recent videos. Oh, I just heard some cash out going off here. Mama Deb just did a $10 cash app for the channel, guys. She said, I love you guys, and she put 2 hearts. So shout out to you, Mama Deb. I love that you're still supporting the channel here, and you're obviously here every single freaking week, along with the other moderators as well. So shout out to you guys. I really appreciate that, Deb. You're always here supporting me, and you are the biggest supporter of the Kicking Addiction YouTube channel. So thank you, Mama Deb, baby. I wish I could give you guys on the Cash App more of a like personalized response. All it really lets me do is give you a heart or a thumbs up. And when I get the Venmo sponsors, I always like to type out like a nice little message back to you guys. It's the least I could do. $28 people in here, guys. 28 people in here. We've got 22 likes. 3 away from 25. 3 away from 25. All right, let's see here. Kratom withdrawals that bad. Hey, well, it almost killed that Adam dude. That Adam dude. Who's that? I had an argument with him. Deb, can you tell the people more about what happened when you, so Deb says, I hate Kratom after it messed me up last year. Can you tell people more about how it messed you up last year, Deb? Callie says, that 18 was me. I was number 18. 23 likes. There we go, guys. There we go. I like before I connected my tablet to the chat, I watched my 65-inch. Woo! That's a big TV right there. Is the heart the like? No, the heart is not the like. The thumbs up is the like. But I have seen some hearts popping off here, but I don't think that's the same thing as just the thumbs up button. So maybe that was confusing some. I took Kratom a few years back in between Suboxone. It was making my hair fall out. Damn. Callie's out the Venmo. Oh, that makes me wonder if I can put a link here on the. That's a good idea here to actually. I seen Nicole did that on her channel the other day. I'll do that probably on the next one. I don't really know how to do it right here. Let's see if I can figure it out real quick, guys. I actually really want to play this. I really want to play something here, guys. Hold on, just 2 seconds. Let's see. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Wow, it's so different doing this here. Okay, so I'm gonna play this in just a moment, guys, and I just want to hear what you guys. There we go. I got the Venmo pin just in case people don't know how to find that. So I want to play this here for just a moment, guys, and just kind of touch on a couple things that they're talking about in this video, because fentanyl addiction right now is killing so many people, you guys. And I know that we mostly just kind of talk about, Suboxone and Kratom and Sublocade and whatnot, right? But the fentanyl and stuff, we need to do more videos about fentanyl and talk about opiate addiction out there. Let's see here. So what guy is it, Ethan, that you're talking about? I wonder if it's the same guy that I'm talking about, or if it's somebody totally different than you're thinking about. What's the channel name? Okay, so I'm going to play this, guys, and I'm just going to pause it a couple times. Tell me what you guys think about this video, okay? This is about fentanyl and what it's doing to people out here. St. Louis.
This week on the Pulse of St. Louis.
I knew one of the people personally, and I knew some of their family members. When I heard about it, I wanted to have a call to action. And what could we do about it?
A grassroots effort to fight the opioid abuse and overdoses in the St. Louis area. Number one thing leaders say you can do to help. They famously sued for their freedom. And now a big reveal for the descendants of Dred and Harriet Scott. A huge investment happening at the old courthouse in downtown St. Louis.
Huge investment.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pulse of St. Louis. I'm Jasmine Huda. The CDC reports that fentanyl overdoses kill more Americans between the ages of 18 and 45 than COVID, cancer, car accidents, and even suicide. The St. Louis area is not immune to the fentanyl crisis.
Did you hear all that, guys? Fentanyl is killing more people than all those put together? That is freaking messed up.
It was 1 year ago this month that 9 people died in a mass fentanyl overdose event at a public housing complex in the Central West End. St. Louis area leaders say we have an opioid crisis. St. Louis County's Department of Health reporting that in 2021, it lost 490 people to substance abuse, and fentanyl was present in nearly 95% of opioid-related deaths.
Fentanyl was present in 95% of deaths, you guys. Can you freaking imagine that? And this is in St. Louis. And shout out to Florida Man Dan. He actually posted this in his community tab on his channel. And the stats that I was hearing in here, absolutely incredible.
And while opioid abuse can be found everywhere, the largest number of overdoses happen in North St. Louis County, with Black males being far more likely to die of an overdose than any other group.
That's interesting.
Joining us to talk about what is being done and what needs to be done to fight the fentanyl crisis, we have 3 guests. Alderwoman Tina Sweet.
Listen to what they're talking about, what needs to be done to fight the fentanyl crisis, guys. Listen to this stuff.
From the Faith, Hope, and Love Worship Center. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Dr. Rachel Winograd. She's an associate professor with the University of Missouri St. Louis Department of Psychological Sciences. Thank you for being here, all of you.
Thanks for having us.
Alderwoman, I'm going to start with you. Just those numbers that we just said, those are from St. Louis County, but it's talking about the area. What do you think about that, knowing how serious this crisis is?
You know, when this incident happened in Central West End.
This was your ward.
Yes. It happened at Parkview Apartments. And what I found out is that this fentanyl crisis is really an epidemic. Having 7 people perish at this apartment complex that is 295 units, it was a tragedy. And when I heard about it, I decided I wanted to jump into action. I didn't know much about actually how big the fentanyl crisis is. And this just alerted me on how much we need to do.
They're showing bags of these fake Roxy 30s, guys. Bags and bags.
Because of this crisis. And so I felt that we needed to bring community leaders together and do something. What are the gaps? Because we could save lives.
And you and Pastor Paul were kind of working boots on the ground. Tell us, Pastor Paul, what your mission has been, because this is something that you have seen firsthand.
Definitely so. What the boots on the ground look like for me is engaging with every person I see, because I can't assume that a person is not familiar with the opioid, or if they don't know someone that has a situation. So I engage as much as I can, wherever I can, and have opportunities to train people about overdose education, as well as distribute Narcan, which makes a huge difference.
You'll notice in here, guys, that they mostly only are talking about Narcan, right? Just keep listening. They keep going right back to Narcan. They're not talking about anything else, really. Listen to this stuff, guys.
Is what you need to save someone's life and bring them back from an overdose.
In fact, we have video.
But think about that, you guys. How many people are always going to be surrounded by somebody when they're taking fentanyl, right? Not everybody, right? And there's only going to be so many times that you're going to be lucky enough to take fentanyl and overdose and have somebody magically have that right on hand to save your life, right, guys? It's not enough. It's not nearly enough.
I believe you two out in the community, and tell us the types of places that you two go to.
Oh,
Well, we go to public places where people are congregating, and we were actually in the Central West End, the 17th Ward, which I represent. And a lot of times we could find people at gas stations. We went particularly to Walgreens right there at Lindell, in which we passed out Narcan. And people were very, very happy for us to be there because they knew that they could do something in terms of helping people who save lives. They knew and have people who are taking drugs. And this gives them an opportunity to make sure that everybody's healthy.
Again, they talked about Narcan and passing out Narcan. That's cool.
Received $6 million or so to fight drug overdoses. What specifically are you doing with that funding?
Yeah, so that funding, we're really grateful for it, and it comes from the state, specifically the Missouri Department of Mental Health and the Department of Health and Senior Services, and this is a result of the big opioid pharmaceutical lawsuits and litigations that have come through that are putting money back into the system to try to abate and reduce the overdose crisis, and so that money is starting to flow nationally, and we got a piece of that in Missouri, specifically this year, in the first year at least, to really double down on naloxone distribution, harm reduction outreach, training, education, and some amount of evaluation and staff to make sure all those things happen. So at UMSL, within the Missouri Institute of Mental Health, and now within the Psych Sciences Department, we're working collaboratively with boots on the ground champions like Pastor Pam, and also huge organizations and healthcare systems and state agencies and coalitions to try to tackle this from a multi-sector angle. And it's a really vexing, horrific problem that took us a long time to get into as a country and will take us a long time to get out of.
We're not making
progress.
progress.
How dangerous it is. Just to illustrate for our audience just how dangerous fentanyl is, because I understand the individuals at the apartment building in the Central West End, they were under the impression they were using a different drug, and it ended up being laced with fentanyl.
So they thought they were using a different drug, and it ended up being laced with fentanyl. I've been hearing this more and more, you guys. Like other drugs that people are using, it's got fentanyl in it. It's like if you're buying drugs off the street, it's literally Russian roulette every time people are buying. I don't want to say you guys. People are buying drugs off the street. And shout out to Savon coming through with the $10 super chat, baby. I don't think she said nothing here. Shout out to you. I really appreciate that showing the love here in the super chat, Savon. And it's great to see you back in this. In here on the Wednesday live stream. I haven't seen you for a little bit. So I was actually just thinking about you earlier today, actually. That's funny. So shout out to you. I appreciate the love there, girl.
How strong is it?
How strong?
Yeah, so fentanyl is strong. I won't lie there. It is strong. We have to balance acknowledging the real danger that ingesting fentanyl brings with it while not inducing moral panic, which is all too common when it comes to the drug crisis. And the fact of the matter is, at this time, we have a poisoned, unpredictable, incredibly volatile drug supply. It has not always been like this. It's a factor of a ton of policy choices we've made as a country and as a state over decades. We won't get into that right now. But at this point, we are really playing Russian roulette with the illicit supply, such that fentanyl, which is much stronger than heroin, which heroin itself is much stronger than morphine, a little bit of it, if your body doesn't have a tolerance to it, it absolutely can kill you.
Absolutely.
Cases of children, babies dying just from having exposure.
Well, I will just be careful to correct that. You cannot get hurt or overdose from touching fentanyl or breathing it in accidentally. You do have to intentionally consume it.
If it enters your bloodstream,
right.
You are.
And that's if you intentionally consume fake drugs off the street. But many people are not going to understand what these fake drugs are, right, guys? Especially if it's being mixed in stuff like benzos and like Xanax, stuff like that.
That's where you could be in danger.
Yes, which can really only happen by snorting it, smoking it, injecting it, or something like that.
One of the ways that you all are fighting this crisis is, you had mentioned naloxone. We hear Narcan. Can you tell us what you've been doing? Basketball, I know you've been distributing, as your team has been as well, and you, Alderwoman, and anyone who wants to jump in there, about how important it is to know what it is and how to use it.
I would say it is extremely important. It's paramount that people know how to use it and that they understand they have the right to use it, that there's a Good Samaritan law that protects them. Oftentimes when you're introducing it to people, they're worried about, will I get arrested if I use this to save someone's life? Is it safe to carry in my car? And you have to reiterate to them, yes, it is. And you point towards those laws and you find out that people are willing to engage and to help. And it's something they can learn really in about 30 seconds if they pay good attention. It's pretty easy to use. You can have nasal cannulas of it so that once you inject it
So you're going to give somebody 30 seconds of training to be out there trying to save lives. I mean, I know it's kind of dummy proof in a way, but I think they need a little bit more than 30 seconds of training, guys.
Spray it and it comes out. Give them 2 to 3 minutes to come back. And if they haven't made it back in 2 to 3 minutes, there's another dose. Boom, squirt that other nostril. You're going to call 911 in between. And after you do that, look at that person. You're looking for them to come back, and 9 times out of 10, they do.
Nine times out of 10. Are you guys willing to bet on that, on those odds? And that's 9 times out of 10 that somebody is actually there with the Narcan that they just happen to have in their pocket or wallet or wherever the heck you would have it in your glove box. 9 times out of 10 that somebody has to be there with you to save your life just in the nick of time. They're not talking anything about treatment, guys. All they're talking about is a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound. Like, yeah, that's going to help save some lives. It's going to pull them right out of their withdrawal, or pull them right out of their, it's going to save their life instantly, but they're going to go get high 10 minutes later and do the same damn thing over. And that's why so many people are dying, because not everybody is sitting there with other addicts saying, hey, dude, if I die, blast me with that Narcan, right? They need to talk more about medically assisted treatment, other options, rehabs. They're not talking about any of this stuff.
Tell us how this crisis of drug abuse affects you.
Well, I can tell you, I will say quickly, people say, oh, Pastor Pam. And so they think often that means somehow that I'm special, when I know that it only means that I'm a servant, right? And just like life happens for everybody else, it happens for me. My nephew overdosed and he died. My cousin overdosed and she died. My brother overdosed and he died. And my son Brian overdosed and he died as well. So I fight every day for them so that they're...
Her son, her brother, her cousin, her nephew, her uncle, her aunt, all these people died. Where was the Narcan at to save them there, right? That's just another, that's an exact perfect example of what I'm talking about. If all these people had Narcan and had some people around them to save their lives, why are they no longer here, right? Like, you need more options for these people than just other than just this blast up their nose real quick, and then they're going to go back off and get some more drugs 10 minutes later and do the same thing over again. I've seen videos of paramedics reviving these people, and then they just let them cruise right out on the street, and they go right back to their drug dealer's house and do the same damn thing again. It's just like insanity, guys. Insanity. I hope that none of you guys watching this are in this lifestyle. But damn, dude, that is freaking messed up. So all they're talking about is passing out Narcan. They're not talking about anything else, guys. There needs to be more done about this situation. More people need to be talking about this stuff. That's not gonna do, like, cause hardly anything, in my opinion. Because you're gonna run out of luck sooner or later with these Narcan shots, right? You're gonna be walking down a back alley or chilling in your car by yourself. And we all know that you only have, a few minutes once you're out and your heart stops before you're toast, right? So I just kind of wanted to show that video, guys. It's just like, it's a huge problem right now. And as they said earlier, it's like killing more people than like car wrecks and COVID and cancer and et cetera, man. It's just freaking... We're being overwhelmed. And what's crazy, if you think about it, guys, too, is that think about how we've progressed since I was in active addiction, right? I went from Loratabs to Oxy, right? And I was getting the real Oxy Blue 30s, Roxy 30s, whatever you want to call them. That was just in 2017. I was lucky enough to never progress to injecting heroin. Right. And the only reason that happened was because I could continue to get my drugs from my person, and because I could afford to spend whatever amounts I needed to afford back then. I was making extremely good money back then. And so those are the two reasons why I never progressed to heroin. But think about heroin now versus fentanyl, right? Now heroin is like a much less strong drug than fentanyl. And now they're putting fentanyl in all these different things other than these fake pills. So it's just like, our world is getting worse, and it's getting worse quick, guys. So if we're at this point with fentanyl, imagine another 5 or 10 years what it's going to be next. Pretty soon fentanyl is going to be the thing that's not as strong as the next thing, right? It's just going to keep progressing. So there's just like... honestly, it kind of feels like we're fighting a losing battle with this opioid addiction, man, and fentanyl addiction. It's really sucky when you look at the numbers of how many people are dying right now. It's a lot of people, guys. It sucks. Let me go back on some comments here. I'm going to skip back up on some comments. Let's see. Looks like we've got 27 likes on the video, guys. If we could get that to 30, I'll stop bugging you about the likes. Xanax bars pressed and definitely may have fentanyl in it. Yes, Peter D says. So it's not just those fake blue 30s anymore, or multicolored 30s that are out there, the M30s anymore. It's now many different drugs. It is a damn scary time to be stuck buying illegal drugs off the street right now. You are literally like one pill away from death, guys. Please get help. Please talk to your doctor. Go in and get some freaking Suboxone. Save your life, man. Save your freaking life. Get on Sublocade. I had my friend Kelly, who went right from fentanyl addiction to rehab, hopped on Suboxone for 7 days, went right to the Sublocade shop. And then, boom, he got out. He went and had family with this Christmas. Life is great for him now, right? He's got that blocker in him. He can't just pull that out of his stomach and go back to fentanyl addiction tomorrow. He now has a somewhat of an insurance policy, right? Because he has that injection in his stomach. I wish they would have had this around back when I was in active addiction. It probably would have got me out of my Suboxone jam, my Suboxone situation quite a bit sooner, if I had to guess, but we'll never know, right, guys? My husband and I just lost his father due to fentanyl overdose, and not even a year later, my husband's twin brother OD'd from the same thing this past November. Narcan would have been great then. Yeah, see, that's the exact same thing, guys. It's just like, what are the chances that you're always going to be sitting next to somebody when you're taking fentanyl? Like, most people don't want people to see them when they're freaking hunched over because they're in such a trance from this hardcore medication, right? Most people want to be alone when they're doing this stuff, not out there going to a family event when they're all strung out on fentanyl, right? So that's why the Narcan, yes, it will save your life, but only if somebody's right there to not only have it, but to administer it. And it's got to happen every single time you overdose, which could happen every time you take a fentanyl pill, right? Need more public announcement. Absolutely, yes. Elroy's like, hide what? Yes, they cut it in the Coke. Yeah, Elroy just recently got hidden, I think. I don't know if that was an accident or what happened. I must have missed something. Oh, yes, yes. That's exactly what happened, Deb. Yep. B707 bars got a bunch of alprazolam, power cheap in China, people pressing the bars selling, but definitely have to test them. So Jill says that's wrong about what they were talking about, how you have to intentionally take it and try to recreationally use it. She says that's wrong. Kids can get fentanyl on them with the extended release patch. Someone threw my methadone dose and Tamazes. Sometimes I can't understand what you guys are trying to say. Some of the words you guys aren't spelling right. Down our local creek, some kid cold found the damn bottle. So someone threw methadone down the creek and a kid found the bottle of methadone. Is that what you're trying to say there, Elroy? That would suck. Ryan Leone was giving Narcan out for free. That's cool. The government definitely makes money on it. Yes, Elroy says, there has to be one person in the group sober enough to watch over with the narc or it's pointless. And that is so true. Like, who's going to designate somebody, hey, you better chill over there while we take these fentanyl pills and make sure that we're good, right? Like, I can't hardly really picture that scenario happening too often. Like the DD with fentanyl, right? I'll be the DD, guys. Do your stuff, and I'll just be chilling here watching you guys slumped over. It's too lucky of a thing to have that happen, I think. And I'm not saying that it doesn't save lives. Obviously, it saves a lot of lives. But chances are they're just going to go out and do it again, right? They need to find a different way and try different things to get out of their addiction. Get treatment if they need to, get in these 12-step programs. Talk about Suboxone. Talk about methadone. Hell, Kratom. Take as much Kratom as you want. Get off those damn pills, those pressed pills, guys. There are many options to help people who are struggling with opioid addiction. Use them. Sorry, guys, I missed a bunch of comments here. Oh, Carrie, you're still here? Carrie, can you tell us about your Sublocade stuff? I don't think you responded to my question earlier. How is Sublocade working for you, and how far along are you in the treatment? What shots are you taking? Yeah, Marky said if fentanyl was around in the late 2000s, I'd probably be toast. Yeah, a lot of us would have been. What the heck, Kevin? That's nuts. Thanks for sharing. This is so sad. Okay, 2 pills. So Deb says she did pills for 20 years and subs for 10 years. She's almost 64 now. This fentanyl has to be totally different than the fent patches. A long time ago, fent patches were a big deal, and and people would eat the gel out of the patches. What? Yes, Savon, you should definitely start a channel someday, and that will help. That will definitely help a lot of people out there if you can share your experience. Share what didn't work for you so you can help others going forward, right? Spread awareness to this stuff. I think we need to talk more about fentanyl stuff, guys, because it's just so much more. It's funny how Like when I read that kid's comment this morning, first thing when I woke up about him not being able to get on Suboxone, he can't even stop his oxy for a couple days. That sucks to be in that situation, right, guys? To not even, I mean, to feel so trapped that you can't even chill out for a day or two without your medication to start on Suboxone. And I was just thinking, like, so many of us feel like we're in some horrible spot because we're on, you know, let's just say 1 or 2 milligrams of Suboxone. When people like that would kill to be in our shoes, kill to be where we are and made it as far as we have, right? Yeah, Savannah, if you start a channel, we'll definitely send some support over your way and give you a little jump start over there. So I tell everybody that. I've helped a few people get, you know, a jump start on their subscribers, and I will love to do that for any of you guys watching who watch me on this channel. If you guys start a channel, let me know, and I'll try to send some people your way. We'll talk about it and on the live streams and whatnot. Okay, so Carrie says, sorry, left in her. I got 2 of the 300 milligram shots, and last time I got the 100 milligram shot. So how long ago was it you got that 100 milligram shot, Carrie? And I'm sure you're feeling totally fine, right? Do you still have that mental addiction to oral dosing Suboxone, Carrie? Is it still on your mind? Because I know a lot of people, that's a big thing that they're worried about when switching from Suboxone to the Sublocade shot, is they think that oral addiction and the cravings for Suboxone, they think it's never going to go away for some reason. And I remember what it felt like to be on Suboxone. I was like, dude, I don't dare to give up that control, right? And so I was just wondering how your transition has gone, and if you've stopped obsessing about the oral addiction to Suboxone by now. Yeah, Marky and Sunny are going to come on the channel in, I think it's about 3 weeks from now. And Marky's been off Suboxone for a year now, so we're going to chat about it on the live stream, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're just saying somebody could have found that. Yeah, you're right, man. That would be a scary... Imagine getting a phone call saying, yeah, my son found your methadone in a capsule floating down the river, taking you to court, buddy. Like, that would suck to have something like that happen, right? So, Jill, it sounds like you've lowered your Suboxone dose from what I'm understanding, right? I don't think you mentioned that earlier, but you might have. I might have missed that. What was your Suboxone dose at, Jill, and where are you at now? Because I know that I think you've been like adjusting things as we've been going here. Kevin, have you ever heard of fentanyl patches? 10 to 20 years ago, fentanyl patches were everywhere. People would sell them. I ate the gel out of the patches many times. So I've only actually seen, I was at dinner one time and I seen a patch on the back of this lady's arm and it said fentanyl. And that's literally the only time I've seen that. I've definitely heard about it, but as far as actually when I've seen it, that's been the only time I've ever seen that. I was like, damn, she's probably feeling good over there eating that dinner. I stopped thinking about oral subs after I got the second shot. After I got the first shot, I did take oral subs 3 times, exactly like me, guys, and that was it. By the time I got the second shot, I didn't think about subs anymore. Did you guys see that? Did you hear that? I'm going to read that again for you people who are worried about not being able to get past the oral addiction of daily dosing Suboxone, because here's another person that had nearly identical experience to me, guys. It's not as hard as you think it's going to be. I promise you. I promise you. I stopped thinking about oral subs after I got the second shot. After I got the first shot, I did take the oral subs 3 times, and that was it. By the time I got the second shot, I didn't think about subs anymore, guys. Imagine how huge of a life change that is. I was literally looking through my junk drawer the other day, and I have calendars for each year, guys, when I would write down my daily dose, AM and PM, for years. And to not even have to think about that shit anymore is so freeing, you guys. So freeing. That one thing alone has been such a game changer for me, to not have to think about my Suboxone as soon as I wake up. Think about, over guilt myself each day that I took a little bit more than I wanted to for my taper, or if I was struggling to taper to the next dose, I would self-guilt myself. And I'm hoping that you guys aren't doing this, but I know that I've heard that some of you are doing that, right? So to not have to think about all that stuff all the time, it's just an incredible experience to be able to try something totally different. That I've been stuck in that cycle for 5, 6, 7 years on the oral Suboxone dose. So I say this to say that you people who are able and in the position to get Sublocade, if you're worried about that oral addiction, it goes away. You have what you need in your belly, and you just get what you get and you move on with your life. You don't have to think about that stuff anymore once you get the shot. You're on autopilot. Let the medication do its job. Savon, I like that. She says, I have a hard time getting out and doing things I love. I feel stuck a lot. So I can relate to that big time. I've struggled with that a lot in my life, Savon. So a lot of people, I feel like, struggle with that same exact thing. So it sucks. I know it definitely does. Sometimes you just got to force yourself to get out and do it. Like, there's many days when I don't want to go work out at the gym, right? But I just tell my brain to shut the heck up. I turn my brain off. And then I get in my car and I start heading to the gym. Before you know it, I'm leaving the gym, and I feel so happy that I did that. I've never once left the gym in a worse mood than when I went in, or I've never once regretted going and working out. Not once in 20 years have I ever done that. Knock on wood. So Jill was at 4 before I got the bad generics. Carrie says, I jumped off of subs at 10 to 12 milligrams. I made it 17 months and then stupidly took a sub from a friend, she says, and that's all it took, back on subs. But this time I went to a doctor and a therapist. Savon says, I'll be back, guys. Wow, can you guys believe I'm not freaking half an hour behind the comments today? I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Kevin, have you ever heard of an Australian dude named Spanian? Ex-addict, amazing story. No, I haven't, buddy. Once this video ends, if you'd like to, if there's a specific video of his you'd like me to see, if you could just put it in the comment section, I'd love to watch it. Put a link to it, like a certain video. I'll check it out. My addiction wiped all the good things I used to do. I'm going to get back to it soon. Then got actually high from the name brand, and I kind of liked it. So what kind of high would you say that you got from the name brand Suboxone, Jill? Like an opiate addiction high, or like a mood boost, or like an energy boost? Because I know that a lot of people describe their high from Suboxone as something totally different. Some people just talk about it as like being sedated and tired type of high, right? Could you explain to the folks what type of high that you got from your Suboxone? And this is not to say that everybody gets high from Suboxone, right? This is just Jill sharing her experience, her honest experience. Jerry says, same. I got the first shot and threw them out. I was nervous the first week, but I'm great now. So good job, Jerry. So Jerry, he didn't leave himself a backdoor plan, right? Because as I often say to you guys, if you have a stockpile of Suboxone, once you get on Sublocade, you're gonna reach into that box. So throw the stuff out. You don't need it anymore. If you're truly ready to move on from the Suboxone daily grind, then get rid of your backup plans once you get the shot and move on with your life, guys. You'll be okay. You're not going to go into withdrawal, right? Unless you're getting restless legs or you're sitting there awake for most of your night's sleep that you would normally sleep, that's when you're in withdrawal. But it should not happen once you get on the shot, guys. Unless you're going from maybe like 40 milligrams of Suboxone a day to like some low dose shot or something. The levels in your blood should be more than enough to keep you out of withdrawal. Thank you for your comments. It helps. It's awesome to see everybody commenting to each other and giving each other, little boosters here and there. Whatever you guys can do to help each other in the comments, please guys, do it. Support each other. Love each other here, all right? The stuff's tough that we're going through here. Jerry, when did you get Sublocade? That's a good question, Deb asked. I feel like creating something for people going through addiction and also identity, also a platform for youth to express. Do it, do it. Another thing too, I gotta say, Saban, for like, this might sound a little weird to say on here, but Saban's she's a pretty young woman, right? So pretty young women, generally speaking, you will get success on YouTube much faster than a channel like mine will, right? So if you feel like you're able to do that, Saban, you could probably get a lot of momentum with that. Jerry says, I don't think you get high from subs. Your brain chemistry goes back to normal and you feel better. I really think, honestly, that depends on the person, because I hear a lot of people say that their Suboxone gets them high in some kind of way. And then I hear some people say that they try not to feel anything from their Suboxone. So I know that it's, so Jill just says, yes, it's like an opiate high. So Jill gets an opiate high from her Suboxone, right? So sounds like Jerry never got that high. So it literally does go from person to person, guys, on what we're feeling from our Suboxone, right? We're all feeling probably something different from each other. Thank you for being honest about that, Jill. So Jerry got on Sublocade the 7th of this month. Jerry, did you say what dose of Suboxone you went from to what shot dose you went to? I think that's important for you people who are sharing that you're now on Sublocade, for the people considering it. If you could put a little comment, Jerry, about what dose of Suboxone you were on, what dose of Sublocade you went to, and how that transition was. Did you wish that you lowered your Suboxone dose a little bit? Did you wish your doctor gave you more Sublocade? Was it not enough? Give us a paragraph, if you could, letting the people know how your transition has been since the 7th of this month. Are you over the oral addiction yet in just these 2 or 3 weeks that you've been on Sublocade, or are you still taking oral Suboxone? Oh, I think he's the one that said that he threw it away right from the get-go. Do you still crave Suboxone? Like, give us as many details as you can, Jerry. I'll make sure I read that before this video ends. And we'll probably end the video, guys, I'm thinking in about the next 15 minutes, which will be right at about the 2-hour mark, which I think would be good. I don't want to stretch these things out so freaking long to where it's just like blah. 2 hours seems more than long enough. So if you guys have questions, comments, please get them out there now so we can make sure that we touch on them before we shut down the video. Now now that I said that, it's going to be a 2.5-hour stream watch. Still got my egg whites here, baby. I love this, Carrie. I love this. So Carrie says, if you get subs out of your life, no hookups, no subs in hidden boxes, no way to get them. You will definitely get to a point where you don't think about them. It's breaking the pattern in your brain. Guys, that I can't say it any more better than she just did right there. I made a video a while ago, right? Suboxone, out of sight, out of mind. And it's easy as that, you guys. If it's not an option, you can't take it, right? If you don't have the Suboxone, you can't whip it out and take it and continue your oral addiction once you're on Sublocade. So get rid of the backup plan if you're really ready to move on from this lifestyle, guys. Carrie said it. I said it. I've made videos about this in the past. Other people have supported this as well. It's the truth. It's going to be really hard for your brain not to reach into your pot of Suboxone if you have one once you're on Sublocade. Sooner or later throughout the first month, you're going to get curious, you're going to want to crave it, whatever it is, it's going to happen and you're going to take it. And then you're going to feel guilty about doing that. So Jill says, energy, happy, and got stuff done. So she noticed an abnormal amount of euphoria, right? Carrie, I like how you said hidden boxes. I'm not the only one. Wow, I think I need to go to like a recovery meeting or something. That might help you. Yeah, it definitely might help you. This is your recovery meeting, Savan. So Deb says, I don't think about subs in the day anymore, but when the darn RLS starts, I take my little piece and I can sleep after an hour. So that's really good, Deb. Yeah, that's really good that you don't think about it. See, I would obsess about this stuff. From the moment I woke up, that's all I would think about. Instantly, would think about my Suboxone. When do I get my dose? When do I get my dose? And then I had to fight myself to like make sure I didn't take more than I was allotted for the day, right? I don't want to go higher than this dose. And then I would guilt myself if I did that. Obviously, over many years of doing this stuff, you're going to have days when you're having bad days and you're going to reach for a little extra Suboxone to kind of boost your way through that scenario, right? At least that's what it was like for me. Adapting to life without sleep sucks, but it is possible and temporary. You made an incredible machine that will heal itself. You made an incredible machine that will heal itself the minute you stop taking it. Just to sleep at night and wake up in the morning knowing you don't have to take something or else I'd get sick is all I want right now. That's been weighing on me for years. And that weighs on a lot of people, Eric, for sure. Not anymore, just 6 started tapering. Just 6 started tapering. I went from, okay, so here's Jerry's story. I went from tapering down to 2 milligrams back to 4, and then once I was sure I was getting a shot, I went up to 8. I was afraid of feeling sick with too much in my system from the shot. So Jerry says, I got the 300 milligram, but I only thought about the oral for the first week. So, okay, so since you went up with your dose, was it too strong for you, or was it just about perfect for you? That's the link for the video, brother. You'll end up watching more of him most likely. I don't see any links for any videos. I don't know if you can post links here on the live stream. Did you post it in, like, is there a comment section you can post it? Looks like we got to 30 likes, guys. I really appreciate you guys that did that. I won't hassle you for more, as long as we can at least try to get to 30 on each live stream. YouTube hasn't been approving. They haven't really been approving my, what's it called, monetization for these live streams. So just trying to help the channel grow. Otherwise, that would be nice. For some reason, they've been really picky about monetizing videos lately. So that's all right. They don't pay freaking crap for that anyway. So I was going to ask you guys, do a lot of you guys have the YouTube Premium, or do you guys have to watch ads on videos? If you guys could just make a quick comment on that right now, I'm just curious. If you asked me if it was strong enough, the first week I would have said I needed more, but that was my brain playing tricks on me for not having the oral fixation. I think I did fine after that week. And I have heard similar stories from many other people say exactly that same thing. It's like each day, it's hardest from the first days on, right? And then as you gain experience and trusting the medication that's in your stomach and not taking oral stuff, every day you build a little bit more trust. Every day it gets a little bit easier to go the next day without oral medication, right? And cutting myself off here. So yeah, so that's something that I definitely did notice, that every day that I went without the oral, it got easier and easier every day. It literally, once I got my second shot, guys, it was maybe 1 to 2 weeks since I threw my Suboxone in the fire, where I didn't even think about it anymore because it wasn't the option, right? Take that option off the table and you'll be good to go in a short amount of time. So Peter says ads. Righteous says ad city. Peter D says watch ads. Can't hit that skip ad fast enough. Watch ads. Ads, no premium. You guys, what? I mean, for you folks that watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm sure that a lot of you do, right? Jill says watch ads. Who else? Almost every one of you said that you watch ads. I don't know about you guys, but that shit drives me absolutely crazy. absolutely crazy, guys. I pay $10 a month for YouTube Music, and they gave me YouTube Premium for free with it, right? So not only do I get ad-free music when I'm in the gym, which is awesome. I used to listen to Pandora and have like a McDonald's commercial in my ear at the gym, every other song or something like that. Life-changing, guys. If you guys watch a lot of YouTube, and I mean, I've got to assume that you guys hate commercials just as bad as I do. What is it? $10 a month, guys. Trust me, it is worth it, guys. If you watch a lot of YouTube, upgrade that crap because I think it's only $10, right? It's a game changer, though. It really is, in my opinion. I can't. Whenever I go to my other channel that doesn't have YouTube Premium, I freaking hate it because there's so many ads. All I watch is YouTube. That's the good thing about coming on the live streams too, is that you guys don't have to watch the ads. But if you wait till the replay, then you got sometimes you have to watch ads. Depends on if they monetize each video or not. It's like 50-50 lately. They've been doing that. I think it was Kristen told me, she's like, this freaking video literally has like 50 ads. I was like, what? Because they just automatically do it, right? It's like they put the ads wherever they put them. And it's just, I don't know. Sometimes they way overdo it with the ads. Exactly, Kevin. You got to trust it. Eric says, see you, Kevin. See you, Eric. Good luck with continuing forward, buddy. Keep pushing, man. Oh, yeah. We'll probably wrap it up here in the next 5 minutes or so, guys. We are getting close to that 2-hour mark. Any final comments, questions, statements, anything? I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see Mikey hop on here and talk about his how his Sublocade stuff is going. So hopefully he sees this on the replay. Mikey, we were thinking about you, buddy. Hoping that your transition to Sublocade is going smooth. Let's see here. Dylan Frank Kino. Dylan. I sleep with rain sounds. Yeah, that would be nice. They should give you Sublocade ads to put on your channel. Do they have Sublocade ads? I really wouldn't surprised that they haven't yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they started doing that someday. I've never even really seen the ads that they put on my channel. I don't have no. Do you guys know what kind of ads they put on here? Is it always different? CME Grow 74 says, you're right. I'm going to upgrade also. Yeah, guys. Oh, my gosh. It is so worth it. So worth it. If you guys are on YouTube more than, I would say if you're on YouTube more than like an hour a day, please, guys, just save yourself some headache. And unless you enjoy the ads, I don't see how anybody could actually enjoy the ads, but that crap would drive me absolutely bonkers. If I knew the money that came out of my account for apps, subscriptions, etc., I'd probably die. You're probably a baller, Marky. I bet it ain't nothing for you, buddy. I sleep looking at the ceiling, wish listening to relaxing music like Enigma. I really like Enigma. That's some peaceful stuff right there. Yes. If you guys want some peaceful, relaxing music for like chilling or going to sleep, check out Enigma. 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 RE ads? What's RE ads mean? Re ads? Depends on your country. Looks like we got up to 31 likes on the video, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you who did that. I want to send a quick shout out to the people who contributed today on the actual live stream. It looks like we had Jill coming through with an early $10 super chat. We had my boy Marky Rizzo coming through with the $10 cash app. We had Ethan coming through the $2 super chat. Savon coming through the $10 super chat, and Mama Deb coming through the $10 cash app. I love you, babies. We also, don't forget, guys, that Carrie was the contributor of the week with a $50 Venmo. Kingdom Within was a close second with $30 towards the channel as well. And then also Mikey coming through the $25 on the replay cruise. So really shout out to all of you guys who love this channel enough to contribute to it. That means a lot to me. As I said earlier, guys, it means more than you guys know. For real, guys, it really does. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you guys continue to enjoy this channel going forward. I look forward to bringing more people to the channel who have more experience with Sublocade. For those of you who are curious about the long-term stuff, obviously, as it remains to be as far as my experience with coming off of Sublocade, and if there is a withdrawal or not, that remains to be seen going forward. That being said, I am hopeful that I should be able to get through whatever it is that comes my way. So unless it's some brutal RLS, that's something I'm not going to go through. Mama Deb says Tala is on live now. So if you guys don't know who Tala is, that's Kingdom Within. If you guys want to go check out his channel, I know a lot of people will probably go hop on his channel from here. I have to get ready and go to the gym, but I might swing over there for just a quick minute just to show him some love real quick. And let's see here. Tank where you folks are. Gonna watch it tonight? Question mark. What are you guys watching? Dope Sick. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, definitely watch Dope Sick if you guys haven't seen that yet. Quick Savant. What's the Hulu show? Yes, definitely. If you guys haven't seen Dope Sick, apparently it's on Hulu. Watch that if you're into watching addiction stuff. Definitely a good watch. Hey, that long-haired girl that you mentioned before made an update Sublocade video. Oh, she did? Thank you, Megan, for letting me know. When did she put that out? I was literally just looking for an update from her recently because it seemed like she was maybe struggling a little bit. So I'm going to check that out soon. Thank you, Megan, for letting me know. I can't remember her name, but I'll figure it out. I always do, like, I seriously, guys, like probably once a day at least, I'll go to YouTube, I'll type in Sublocade and hit refresh and update by the newest, like the most recent videos. So I'm always watching the newest videos that come up. So I haven't done that yet for the day, obviously. So I'm excited to see what she has to say about that. Thank you, Megan, for the heads up on that. I was kind of waiting for an update from her. Fister ads are my favorite. Jill says, good night, everyone. Keep the faith. Peace, Marky. All right, guys. Anyone else here? My story is on Twitter. All right, guys. We're going to try to shut this down right before it hits the 2-hour mark. Please hit that like button, guys. We'll see you probably on a Sunday stream. We'll see. If not, definitely next Wednesday. I have a lot more videos coming soon. I love you guys. Hit that like button. We're out of here before 2 hours. Bye, guys.